Some things I've learned being an escort, sleeping with people's husbands. You can do better. He can do more for you. He's just doing it with other women. He's comfortable. You let him be comfortable.
Okay, so she said as an escort, she's learned some things sleeping with other women's husbands. She said that he could do more for you. He just decided to do more for other women. That you can do better dealing with him. What else?
He loves the kids and he doesn't want the kids taken away, and that's one of the main reasons why he's staying. These kind of men need carers. 9 times out of 10, they're the irresponsible parent and you're the responsible one. They need someone to hold them down at home so they can go out and be crazy and do all the things they want to do and then come home to you because they know that you've got their back, and they need that grounding. They do love you, but with conditions. Not all men cheat.
Well, that's interesting then. They said, a lot of guys are angry at the fact that they learned that women don't actually love unconditionally. They love with conditions. Well, wouldn't it be also true that a man loves with conditions as well? If a woman is only capable of loving her child unconditionally? That would only make sense, wouldn't it? Let's continue listening. We're learning some stuff here.
Not all men cheat. Majority of men have fantasized about it, but there is a percentage that they know it's not worth it. They know it's the hunt that they want, not the catch, and they've already caught you.
Ooh, that was a dagger to some of y'all women. You heard that? She said it's the hunt that they be after, not so much the catch. And they have already caught you. Might make your relationship feel like it's a little bit of dull. I don't know. I feel like maybe because of the degree of men that she's dealing with, I feel like a lot of what she's saying holds so much precedence. It's so true to the point where she probably believes this is so for majority of men. But I feel like this younger generation of men, guys that are under the age of 25, 30 years old, under that age bracket, they might move a bit differently. They might not be so much after the hunt. Because what I've seen on social media this past couple of years is a lot of dudes are no longer chasing after women. A lot of dudes are no longer on that hunt, on that prowl. They're more so focused on themselves. I literally had a female tell me, young, 23, 24 years old, she was like, I don't know what it is. I'm an attractive woman. I'm a pretty girl. But when I go out, dudes will stare at me, but they won't approach me. She's like, I only have like older men, 60, 65 years old, coming up to me talking about, I want to marry you without even knowing me. So maybe that hunt, that chase isn't as exciting or arousing as it once was, or how it is for certain men. The younger generation of men might feel a bit differently.
So that's why they're hunting. Or they want to. If they couldn't pay for it, they wouldn't get it. They think that...
Hold on, what does she mean by that? If they couldn't pay for it, they wouldn't get it. I'm assuming she's talking about a piece of... You know what? If she's talking about some poutine, that makes perfect sense, because I know some guys that feel a certain way about hooking up with a random chick, but if they were out of the country and it was available to them to pay for it, then they would be more prone to doing it. Maybe that's an example of what she's talking about.
Wouldn't pay for it, they wouldn't get it. They think that everyone wants them. They don't. I don't want your man. I do want his money.
Yeah, ignore the wind. Oh, she must be outside on the porch or something. She said, I don't want your man, but I do want his money.
You can do better. They are scared. These men are scared. They are scared to communicate and say exactly what it is they want or what they're fantasizing. They are scared. They are little boys. If they
Pause. Let's understand what she means by that. She said these guys are afraid to communicate what it is that they want. Some of their fantasies. They're probably afraid that their woman may think they're weird for wanting the things that they want, or they may feel like, oh man, if he's saying that he's fantasizing about other women, it's a strong possibility that they may lose their wives or lose the woman that they're with. If these men open up and say, hey, look, I want to dabble in some other stuff. But fellas, like, hear me out for a second. Hear me out. Let's say you do get to the point where you really feel like in order for you to be living your truest self, that you need to go ahead and express to your lady that you have these fantasies or desires to do whatever the heck else. Rather it's sleep with another woman or y'all do some weird kinky stuff in the bed. You have to be willing enough, secure enough, and know yourself enough to allow yourself to accept the fact that she may have some fantasies too that may not involve you. So if you're man enough to accept that and allow that to be, then maybe y'all can continue to coexist as the beautiful couple that you are while still dibbling and dabbling in some other stuff or some other people, if you like, and still have a healthy and happy relationship. It's possible. Y'all both just got to be secure with one another to do that, and with yourselves.
If they do leave you, they're not leaving you for someone better. They're leaving you for someone easier.
Ooh, yo, what man told her that? That's deep. That is deep. They're not leaving you for someone better. They're leaving you for someone easier. Ooh, oh, another dagger to the heart. Another dagger to the heart. You just may be too difficult and too complicated for them. You might just want somebody that's gonna bring them peace. That's why you might look and be like, he left me for that? Yeah, he did.
I'm easy. You pay me and I am yours. There is no work to be done.
Okay, so she just kind of brought that whole if they can't pay for it, they won't pursue it type of thing in full circle, because hell, there's no work to be done for paying for whatever desires you want. You may think that these guys are just paying for these girls on the physical sense, but they can pay these girls to be whatever they want these girls to be. They can pay these girls to give them the relationship experience. They can pay these girls to stroke their ego or to be there to talk to them. People get paid for those type of services. Hell, I was just looking at a video where there's an Asian guy. He just get paid to just sit there. He makes a lot of money and he don't even say nothing. He just listens to everything that somebody says and doesn't respond at all. Some people just need someone to talk to. They just need an ear that's gonna hear them. Someone may think, oh, well, he's cheating on me. But is it cheating if you're paying for the service? I think that's what got Neo all messed up, the R&B singer, because, you know, his wife leaving him because he was paying for a lot of services outside of their relationship.
It's an illusion. Small majority are very lovely, have big hearts. Some of them have mental illness. No, pretty much majority of them have mental illness. And sleeping with a younger, hotter woman is a way of validating themselves when they really could just go home to you and communicate, talk, be validated by you.
This is true. A lot of what they're dealing with can be resolved by going home and being able to communicate with their wives, with their woman. But unfortunately, some of these men are with women that won't hear it, don't want to hear it, won't put up with it, and probably been fed up with them and is not going to accept that degree of communication.
They think their woman won't leave them. They do. They should. They're love bombers. If you feel like they're cheating, they're cheating. If you feel like they're lying about something, they're lying about something. If you can't have an open discussion with your partner about...
Now that's women intuition. Everyone has that intuition. Now don't fully bank off of it because it may not entirely be true. You can assume someone is cheating. That don't mean that they are. You can assume someone is lying about something. That also doesn't mean that they are. Don't always bank on that. Find evidence.
They're lying about something. If you can't have an open discussion with your partner about these fears... I mean, if you can't talk to your partner about these things, like, are they really your partner? Or do they look at themselves like a prisoner?
Ooh, it's just with the daggers, man. Are they really your partner if you can't have these necessary discussions with them? Or do they look at themselves like they're a prisoner? Oof, you feel like that's the position that you're currently in with your significant other or spouse? Have that conversation because they might be feeling the same way too, and y'all definitely need to correct whatever that issue is, and quick.
Women rule the world. Without us, there'd be nothing.
With y'all, it would also be nothing too. I mean, if y'all actually rule the world, come on now. Women know this to be true. Right? Look, look. Come on now. This is a man's world. Most of these architecture wonders that y'all see were built and put together by a man. They might have had one woman on site that picked up a brick or two. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, it's a man's world. Don't play.
And they know that. And that's So they lie, they manipulate, they cheat, they gaslight, and they love bomb. They need to keep you at bay from reaching your full potential, which is leaving their sorry ass.
Whew, she said a whole lot, but she's speaking from experience. She's dealing with these men, and these men are opening up and saying a lot. And the services that these guys are paying for with her, it could be a possibility that some of these men are paying her to be in that position so that she can feel those things that she just discussed in this video. You know what I'm saying? Whoo! Fellas, if any of y'all feel like y'all can relate to any of those characteristics that she mentioned within those different men, then evaluate yourself a little bit. Ladies, same thing. If you feel like your man falls within any of those traits, yeah, y'all might need to have a discussion and maybe watch the video too so that y'all can better understand what the conversation needs to be. But anyway, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.